Andrew Desjardins owns and operates Mr. Drew and His Animals 2, an exotic animal rehabilitation facility in Lewiston. He often takes in injured animals or animals people can no longer keep as pets.
Much of his work is focused on educating people about these animals and the dangers of releasing them outdoors in Maine. He started this segment by introducing us to an insect that can prey on animals much bigger than it is.
This is a giant Asian praying mantis, and it will get bigger. We got it in, it was probably about the size of my pinky nail when it started, so it's molted many times. Praying mantis are one of those insects. We have two species in Maine, and they're a love-hate. Either people love them or people hate them. There's videos that go around or photos of them eating hummingbirds and stuff. Yeah, they're an apex predator. They'll go after anything, and they're designed to grab anything. They're beneficial in so many ways, but being beneficial also comes, with, an advantage of being able to hunt.
The eyes really look like the rest of the body. They're just kind of bulbous. How do they see?
They have incredible visual acuity. And you can see by the way it's turning its head, it's actually looking at everybody here going, what's going on?
Yeah,
It's very, very aware of everything. And they call them praying mantis because these legs will fold up and they'll sit and wait with them folded. And they'll reach out quickly and grab them. There's these little spikes in there that'll just hold their prey.
Yeah.
So they're an amazingly well-adapted predator. And again, people love them, people hate them. We have the two species of Maine. One is native, one is an invasive, but it's been here since the 1800s.
Yeah.
So
really cool color too.
yeah, they come in all kinds of colors. Some of them actually look like flowers and moss and lichen.
I find it absolutely extraordinary that they will prey on a hummingbird.
That is so much bigger than them.
If they can catch it.
Yeah, that's
Scary.
Now this is my friend Wilbert. And Wilbert,
oh, hello, Wilbur.
Wilbert is a snapping turtle, and I brought Wilbert on like a long time ago. But Wilbert, I with everything that took place in Evergreen Cemetery recently, the story that went on there.
Where, just to give people the background, there was some reprehensible behavior where someone was smashing turtles at Evergreen Cemetery in Portland.
Yes, and this is Maine's most misunderstood animal. This is the #1 animal that people kill, only because of stories that get told that aren't true. People talk about snapping turtles, how they'll bite your fingers or toes off. They can't do that. Even at 30 pounds, he can't do that. People will tell stories about how they'll bite you when you're swimming. You're more likely to get bit by your friend while you're swimming. They really have no interest. They bite when you pick them up. Why? Because they're scared.
Yes, of course.
And the reason why they're scared is they don't have a full shell on the bottom. So he can't hide inside his shell. So an animal could grab him and hurt him.
And flip him over.
Right, and so he's biting in defense, not out of aggression. And these guys are highly intelligent, and they're incredibly gentle animals. They really don't, once they realize you're not a threat, they're gonna leave you alone. They have no interest, they're not gonna chase you. They're just an important animal to an ecosystem. And this guy here, he's been with me 9 years, and we couldn't let him go because of that reason. When I found him, he was frozen in ice.
Oh my goodness.
And I was gonna let him go, but I found out that he lost his fear of humans. And since this is the #1 animal that's intentionally hurt, I was afraid he'd probably go up to somebody and they'd just take it as an aggressive animal.
And well.
Right, so, if snapping turtles are just not those animals you have to worry about. They don't come after you, they won't bother you, just leave them be. They serve a purpose.
If you leave them, leave them be.
Let's move on to the third and final act, which we think is going to be a real smasharoo here.
Why is that, Rob?
Well,
what makes you think that?
I got some insider information, Sam.
Is there a bag?
Let me just say, don't go away. This is special just for you.
Is there? Yes, he has a bag.
Okay.
All right.
How far in is his arm going this time into the bag? Okay.
This is a jungle carpet python from Australia. They get their names because they mimic. They look similar to a carpet, an Asian rug or a Persian rug. And when they first discovered them, that's what they said. Their patterns are very similar to a Persian rug. Now, this is a male, and the females can get bigger. So he's a good 7 feet, maybe.
So the females can get bigger
The
than
females
this?
can get up to almost 14. and stuff.
Robbie!
Yeah, they're always on the
Look
move.
at you, Robbie.
They're an arboreal snake, so they're tree dwellers and they love to climb.
Yeah, he
And
doesn't
look at
sit
that
still.
big bull head he's got.
Oh, he's so
They're Just an amazingly
cool.
docile animal. Just love to move
It
around.
reminds me of the Jungle Book.
Go ahead.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Rob, I love that you just let him hand it to me.
I'm just I'm following the good manners I was raised with. Ladies before gentlemen. What does he prey on?
Oh my God.
Well, in the wild, they would prey on things like squirrels, things you'd find in trees. Birds are a big part of their diet in the wild. Captivity, it's rats. But they're diverse in their diet and eating.
And did this come to you because someone had this as a pet?
This one has been through 4 homes. I'm the 5th, I believe.
Oh, no.
And so it's kind of, again, life happens, and in a lot of the circumstances, it wasn't a matter of they weren't taken. They're beautiful. These were well cared for. Just life happened for them. One person moved and couldn't have it. And, and it was one person was going off to college. So there's a lot of reasoning why people sometimes get rid of an animal. It's not always because of neglect or abuse. It's sometimes just life happens. And there's no shame in that because we can't see the future.
Oh, my
but
goodness.
this one and the female were well cared for, even in all the homes. They went to the right places, and I was the last stop. So
Wow. What a cool creature. And I'm sorry, but the snake, his nose looks like an actual, I don't know, a cat nose. It's so
he
big.
has these
That's what's terrifying to
he
me.
actually has little pits in his nose, little holes, and that's for sensing heat and stuff. So you can find the heat signatures of things he's going to eat. And these guys will actually hang out in trees, and they're perfectly camouflaged when they're in a tree.
Our heart rates have come back down. Pulse, respiration, all back to normal.
Ooh, I would like to point out this man here did not hold the snake. He just pet the snake. He let me take the snake.
I delegate.
He does.
To learn
He
more,
does it well.
I share. I'm a giver. To learn more about Mr. Drew and his facility in Lewiston, just head to our website or app. Go to the 207 section.